My name's Jeff Fick. I'm running for Lapeer County Sheriff. I grew up here in Lapeer pretty much my entire life. I live over here in Oregon Township. My grandma and grandpa own a little party store called Fick's Market over on the corner of Elba and Coldwater Road. I graduated from Lapeer West High School, so I've been in this community my entire life. After I turned around and I graduated high school, I did a stint in the Marine Corps, and after that I came back and I got my first law enforcement job at the Lapeer County Sheriff's Department. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, what inspired you to run to be sheriff, and I told them, I was like, all of my friends and family, everybody that I care about, live in this community. My grandma and grandpa used to bring me to this same park right here, push me on the swing when I was a little boy. My mom and dad did as well, and now I got my little girl. She's out there playing. She's out here playing. I'm bringing my little girl to this park as well. So I have a lot at stake in this community as well. One of the major things that are really concerning me is the methamphetamine and the heroin problem in Lapeer County. And what's taking place is people from Flint, people from downriver, and even Port Huron, mostly Flint and from downriver. They're coming up. They're staying at their friend's house on the weekends up there at apartments, and they're giving them a few $100s to stay there, and then they're turning around and they're distributing these heavy narcotics to our kids, and then they go back and resupply during the week. So that is one thing that is a big issue with me, one concern that I have, having a little girl who's growing up in this community, going through the school system as well. I want to make sure that we start to battle this heavy narcotic issue that we have in Lapeer. I don't think it's been really seriously approached. And if I get into office, I'm gonna start up a drug task force team, and I'm gonna work with the local police departments. That way, it's all the budget isn't strictly on the sheriff's department, and we'll start going and we'll start hitting these houses that are allowing these people to come in and distribute this stuff to our kids. I don't know if you guys have seen this on the news the other day, but the FBI just released their stats, and Flint City is the #1 most violent city per capita in the entire nation. Detroit's #2. From our county line to Flint City lines, what are we talking, 12, 13 miles here? Who do you want to keep you safe? Do you think that I have the education, the experience of, prior Marine? I'm here to do my job. While I'm in this office, I will do it to the best of my ability. That's another thing. They're bringing drugs into our community. We want to turn around and we want to border that. We want to keep them and push them out to let them know that we're not playing out here. Don't even try coming over this way. There's only 1 to 2 general county deputies patrolling 663 square miles. You have no, it's all reactive. There's no proactive policing when it comes to that. Matter of fact, I know Oakland County, they had a transport the other day, and they had to wait like an hour and a half for a general county deputy to show up because we're so understaffed. What I want to do is I want to change it from 8-hour shifts to 12-hour shifts, so there's more actually deputies working, and that would put 4 deputies and a sergeant working, and you could break them up into quadrants: north quadrant, south, east, and west. So you're gonna, and then the sergeant could be the circle car, and that's going to turn around, and you're going to have more proactive policing. You're going to have a quicker response time, and there's going to be less time. These deputies aren't going to be calling in sick as much. The deputies have wanted 12-hour shifts back when I was there in the '98. So the way the economy is, it's just the way it is. They're taking away a lot of medical. We're getting less. We're having to contribute to medical, taken away towards pensions. With a struggling economy, we got to find ways to keep our deputies and keep our talent from going to other departments. What's going on here is we're turning around and we're training these deputies, and they'll turn around, and after they get 3, 4, 5 years experience, they're going to other places. We just had a guy that just went out to Port Huron, and it was great talent that we lost. We don't want to train our officers to go to other departments. Another issue that I have with the way things are going is, we have no court security. The courthouse should be one of the most secured facilities in the entire county, If you go to Genesee County, you go to Oakland County, you're going to be greeted by 2 deputies and a metal detector. Here, that's not the case. You turn around, you put it 12-hour, make it 12-hour shifts. You're going to have more deputies on at the same time. I'll be able to take 2 deputies from the jail, go to the courthouse, and you'll be greeted by deputies and a metal detector. So that way, we're protecting the public that's in there. We're protecting all the county employees that are in there, and we're protecting our judges. So these are just some of the issues that I want to address if I make to be sheriff. I believe this community has a lot to offer. It's a good community. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm not one of these guys that's going to go and talk bad about the other candidate or candidates. You know, I'm here to tell you what I have to offer, why you should vote for me and not vote for somebody else. As far as I'm concerned, I don't believe someone should be in office for a long extended period of time. And one of my older friends told me, you know, be careful what you wish for, Jeff, because you just might be in there, and next thing you know, they're going to use those words against you. And as far as I'm concerned, if say I got in there and I'm in there for 3 terms, that's 12 years. If some young guy comes in and has got better ideas and is more innovative than me, you know what? It's time for me to go. Guess what? It's what's best for this community. So, you know, I seen that shooting. I didn't see the shooting. There was that shooting where the alleged that 20-year-old girl got shot by allegedly Grandin kid, and you know, that concerns me. I'm a single dad, you know, and I have that's going to be me someday. You know, I mean, I'm going to be raising my daughter. She's going to be out there dating, and I want to make this a safe community. I want to battle the drug problem. I want to put more officers on the road. I want to make court security. I want to get a drug task force team going on in here. These are some of the things that I want to do. You know, another thing is, you know, we got inmates just sitting in jail, not doing anything. As far as I'm concerned, they've committed a crime against the community. What I want to do is I want to get them out on the streets, the non-violent crime. I want to get them out on the streets, picking up trash on I-69, on 24, M90. They did the crime against the community. They can give back to the community. They can start picking up garbage, and then in the wintertime, I would like to see. I want to have where the seniors can turn around and call up to the sheriff's department, put their name on a list, and guess what? Those guys can go out there and shovel driveways for them. So these are just some of the few ideas that I have, and I would definitely appreciate any support that you would give me. The primary election is August 7th, and the general election is going to be November 6th. So if you would like to find out more about me, you can go to fick4sheriff.com. That's my last name, Fick, and then you can go the number 4 or FOR, and then sheriff, SHERIFF.com. We're 663 square miles. We don't have a fire marshal. So if there's a suspected arson, we rely upon the state police to come in and investigate, and at times there's 3 weeks before they come in here. So, you know, how much evidence is being gone during the weather when it rains and all the, you know, you can't have evidence sitting outside for 3 weeks and turn around and expect to be able to prosecute somebody. So, you know, I have a friend that does grant writing. He's a professor down at Eastern Michigan University, and that's what he does. So he told me he could help me get a grant written, and that would probably cost the county absolutely nothing, because we don't have one. And they're going to turn around and we're going to implement a fire marshal, which is another huge thing. I got a lot of innovative ideas that I'd like to push forward. I'm doing my part. I'm going to go out there. I'm knocking on doors. I'm getting out there. I'm meeting a lot of people. And by all means, if you have any questions, you always can get a hold of me. You can email me, or you can turn around if you've been getting my business cards. It's also on my website. It's got a phone number. You can leave it's on a Google voicemail, and I get back to everybody in less than 24 hours. So I appreciate all your support, and please remember me on August 7th and November 6th. This is my little girl. She just completed 1st grade. She's going into the 2nd grade next year, and like I said, I'm a single dad. My mom and dad's helped me out a lot with what's happened in my life, but you know, she's what inspired me mostly to do what I've been doing, and I can't imagine you know, what happened with that young girl that got murdered, or these kids that are getting hooked on heroin. I look at her, and that's a tragedy, and I'm going to do everything I can in my power make sure that that doesn't happen to my little girl, and I want to, and it's not just for my little girl, it's for the entire community. I mean, yeah, obviously my little girl is the most important to me, but this is where I decide I can live anywhere in the world I want. I choose to live here, so I want to make this a safe place for everybody, for all of you. So